What is going on, fine hooligans? Hope all is bueno with you folks. Gotta get my notes ready. Apologies. So, quick little vlog for you folks today. Had just a couple things bouncing around all up in here. Figured, why not? Let's talk about it, shall we? Thank you. I'll sip the coffee first. Alright, first thing. My oldest watches the show. Well, I guess all my kids do. Either way. My kids watch a show called Glitter Force on Netflix, and I swear to God, I have no idea what's happening in this show. Like, think of every, super anime thing that you could think of. I'm talking flashy, weird, sparkly costume transformations that take a minute. I'm talking full pop songs for the intro. I'm talking random, heart powers or diamond powers. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's like somebody who's an undercover pop star because she was using her singing to find the world's villains or what? And in the middle of things going on, they're just everything changes. All of a sudden it's this long speech. It's basically, okay, here's the easiest way to give an example. Think of Sailor Moon and how it was for the planets and stuff, but Glitter Force is like Sailor Moon, but for the playing card things. So there's clubs, clover, diamond, heart kind of thing. And then one of them is just called Ace, which isn't actually a suit, that's just a card. And they always say, because Ace is the highest card. But that's technically not true, because it depends on what you're playing. You know what I mean? Because if you play Rummy, Ace can be after the king, or Ace can be a 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? And in Blackjack, it either is 1 or 11. So, fucked your own rule right there. Either way, when I watch this show, it's confusing as shit. And if anyone else out there is a parent and you've seen this Glitter Force thing, I need to hear your thoughts. Second thing that I would like to talk about, some more kind of things have come out about the Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings series that they're going to be doing. It's a prequel series. It actually takes place in the Second Age. So if I remember correctly, the Second Age is when the ring was actually crafted, and it's I can't remember if it's 500 years or 5,000 years. It is a very significant time difference between Lord of the Rings or Hobbit and where this show is going to take place. To give you an idea, one thing that was around in the Second Age, it was a place called Numenor, who was actually an island kind of thing, if I remember correctly. But then it actually fell under attack and everything, and kind of like Atlantis in a way. Numenor sank. It's called the Fall of Numenor. A lot of those people actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe Isildur actually came from Numenor, which is Aragorn's ancestor basically. So Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings is a very long descendant from the Numenor people. But with that, it kind of gives some room to see maybe exploring Aragorn's ancestors in a way. Another thing that might actually be cool, I don't know, I can't remember specifically when it took place, but it'd be cool to see the birth of the orcs or the birth of the Uruk-hai, because if I remember correctly, I've been saying that a lot. It's just there's so much with the lore of the Lord of the Rings that you can't help, but you're probably gonna mess something up along the way. So I apologize if I do, and if I do get anything wrong, please let me know in the comments. Just fill the lore for us. Thank you. One thing I don't think we're gonna see, we might not see the crafting of the 9 rings or whatever, or I guess 9 went to the humans, so all of the rings of power. But if we do, it would actually be cool to see Celebrimbor. There we go, Celebrimbor. Again, I don't remember if the Shadow of Mordor games are officially canon, but in those games, Celebrimbor is actually the one who crafted the rings for the men, the elves, the dwarves, all of it. Sauron, you know what I'm saying? He's the one. He's the one to build them all. So, I don't know, it'd be cool to see Celebrimbor in the... So I don't know, I think it'd be cool to actually see Celebrimbor in the show in some aspect, or even just a little reference or something to him, or his family, who knows. I don't know. I'm just very excited for this show, especially because like it's one of those things where like Game of Thrones, that type of show was done so well, especially even for like the locations they shot in and like the costumes and everything. Like that makes me want to see a new Lord of the Rings show or even a new Lord of the Rings movie. And I'm not talking about The Hobbit, folks. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be super cool to see something very different from the Lord of the Rings. I believe a lot of things or some things that they're going to be trying to do in the show are from the Silmarillion, which is kind of like the history book of Middle Earth in a way. Yeah, so I think that would be really cool. And especially for like, I don't know, people like me that just, whether it's like video games that add more to like a movie or just like a franchise that you love in general, a book, whatever. I always love those kind of games because it feels like you're in that world and you're playing through this story and through these missions that like, unless you are doing this like part of the franchise or whatever you want to call it, other people aren't really going to know any of this stuff. I don't know. It's kind of cool. All right. Last thing, good folks. I'm a huge fan of GTA. Actually, some of like, I think the two like first gameplay things we ever tried to do, the first one was Shadow of Mordor, the second one was GTA. But here's the one thing that always like, I just can't figure out. How is GTA online so inconsistent? So like I'll watch certain gaming channels or whatever, and you'll see like one person's view, and there will be like bullet holes on somebody here, and they'll have like a black eye, and then it goes to that person's view, and they're completely fine. Like there's no blood on them, there's no black eye, like there's just nothing. Like there'll be times where like someone will like mess up and just, whether they get like knocked backwards or they do something weird or whatever, on one person's screen it shows them doing like an action roll or something, and on the other person's screen it doesn't show that at all. Like it's just, I don't know. This isn't me complaining about it. I'm actually genuinely like curious. I don't know if that comes down to like servers, like if it's like different servers or it's just different connections. I don't understand. But for me, as like a gaming fan and whatever, I'm confused of how you can be playing the same game and people will have like different experiences. You know what I mean? Yeah, not a big thing. I just was rattling around up in here. Figured to get it out. Hand thoughts. All right, good folks, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. I hope you folks enjoyed. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I'm back to filming and I'm back to like thinking of different videos to do and everything. I don't know what happened. I just feel like there's certain things getting at me and just added, like, I don't know, one day like a flip has now just switched and it's like, fuck it. Let's just get back to the channel. You know what I mean? Either way, good folks, mucho love for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. I say this all the time, but I do mean it. Like with everything that's already on YouTube from bigger channels or things on Netflix or Shudder, some people might not even know what that is. If you do, awesome. But like there's just so much other different content that you folks could go and check out, and when you check this stuff out, it means the world to me. So thank you very much. Again, hope you folks liked the video and everything. Anything you want to add to anything that I said here, throw it below for me, please. Also, if you want to help support the channel any further, links are in the description, as always, good folks. Mwah, for you beautiful fat cheese. And my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, for the love of everybody, could you keep being weird? Thank you.